Well, I can smell the weekend from here, even though we still have Friday to go. 7 minutes gone past the 3 o'clock hour. This is officially welcoming you to the most authentic news experience you're gonna ever witness on the radio. And this is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station. And we're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in Maryann Okon, Victoria Island. This is Hard Facts. And I am Maryann Okon. Welcome, Lagos. Welcome, Nigeria. Hello, world. If you're tuning in, well, we're live. Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. We're also live on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. And as usual on Hard Facts, we start off with the big three stories for today. And then we move on to other matters. And today we're going to have some sort of a tiny youth confab of ours. Here on the show today. Something different from, the global update that was supposed to give you. So I'm going to have a group of young people join me on the 4 o'clock hour as we assess Mr. President's youth confab, the one he's planning to hold for 30 days. I'm going to ask these young people if this is exactly what they want, if this is what is going to address the problems of the average young person and the average Nigerian by extension. And on the 5 o'clock hour, yes, on the 4 o'clock hour, I beg your pardon, I'm going to be having someone from the Wike part of the divide in the PDP in Rivers State. As yesterday, we had somebody from Governor Sims' camp. We're going to be having a former special advisor on media to former Governor Wike join us on the 4 o'clock hour as we continue with the imbroglio happening in Rivers State. And then, of course, the Youth Parliament takes place on A's and Nays. Once again, welcome to Hard Facts. This is Nigeria Info. I'm Maryann Okon, and welcome to the Big Three.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into Hard Facts every day. We discuss in-depth stories with sources behind the facts.
The Lagos State High Court has convicted, suspended Mr. Chicago's deputy. It's never going away, is it? Show with stories for the day.
You hear diverse voices and opinions.
You should not be happy because there is nothing to happy about.
Yeah, it's quite pathetic the way the country is going.
We distinguish each story accurately with analysis.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, let's get this show on the road. Welcome to Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Are you ready? Well, let's do this. Top on our big three stories for today. Atiku Abubakar, former presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party and former vice president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has risen to the Senate, the National Assembly, and also the presidency. He's calling for rotational government. Most importantly, rotational presidency. My question is this what we need to turn around, Nigeria? Is what we need right now? Can it change anything for us if we decide that we will rotate this presidency? And for every 4 years, a particular region will throw up different people from that region alone to throw their hats into the ring and best man win. Will that be a solution to our problems? Well, let me give you some background into that story from Atiku Abubakar, and then, of course, we'll go on to other stories on the Big Three this afternoon on Hard Fact. Well, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar here in the Daily Premium Times newspaper is making headlines about rotational presidency. Atiku said the recommendations that he has put forward to the National Assembly for amendments in the country's election laws are areas where there are pitfalls in the subsisting laws regulating the elections in our country. He proposed a series of amendments to the 1999 Constitution, including the rotational presidency among the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria. This statement was put out by his media aide on Wednesday, saying that Atiku made proposals in a memorandum dated 30th of August to the Deputy Senate President Barau Jibrin, who's also chairing the Senate's Committee on Constitutional Review. And this is something that we're going to look at in detail next week on A's and Nays, and look at it from a legislative perspective. Could this be considered? If there be enough push and pull, can we see the National Assembly considering some of these recommendations? But don't forget the bigger question. Is this the solution to Nigeria's problems? Local government autonomy. Governors in fresh move to delay implementation. Why do you think that they're dragging their feet, by the way? Why do you think they're dragging their feet? Because for some reason, I remember Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State saying that this was all, he made a fuss about it. Do you remember? And then all of a sudden, some governors were very excited about it. Just a handful of them. But majority of the governors did not necessarily welcome the idea. Could it be responsible for the foot dragging? And also on the big three today, lawyers, CSOs kick as 2,400 protesters, 412, I beg your pardon, 2,412 protesters rot in detention, and 1,090 in Abuja, and Kano State, I think, has 600. These are people who were protesting against bad governance, against bad policies, protesting against hunger and starvation and the cost of living. They ended up behind bars. And oh, do you remember? They were accused of trying to depose Mr. President. And that's why every time we talk about this hunger protest, I feel that it was overtaken by events, and it was a great way or some sort of propaganda to shift focus from the fact that Nigerians are hungry to the fact that Nigerians are trying to unseat Mr. President. Is that fair to us? Well, the answers lie with you. Join the conversation. Let's talk. I'm going to be just the lady answering the phone lines and letting you vent. 0201 277 0993. That's 0201 277 0993. If you are male, for the ladies, you can call 0201 465 7190. That's 0201 465 7190. On WhatsApp, 08095975805. You could join the conversation on WhatsApp, and you can be part of the conversation on our Skype. If you're listening from outside of the country, our Skype is Nigeria Info FM. And those of you who are calling from diaspora, I want to hear from you. What's your 2 pence on this particular issue? Let's go. The phone lines are open. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point and let's hear what you have to say. On Twitter, use the hashtag hardfacts, or just go quote the tweet on our Twitter and tell me what you think. So most importantly, local government autonomy. Governors are saying, well, we're going to implement it, but just not now. And then Atiku Abubakar had sent something very important to the National Assembly. He thinks that rotational presidency is very important as part of our constitutional amendment. And then, of course, I'm asking, is rotational presidency the answer to Nigeria's problems? There are a few other things that are in that particular proposal that he sent to the presidency and the National Assembly. Like I said, we'll look at it in detail next week, Thursday, on A's and Nays. In the meantime, the phone lines are open. We'd like to hear from you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Robert.
All right, Robert, go ahead.
The rotational president that Atiku is talking about, is it not? Have we not been practicing rotational president?
Have we really been practicing it? Remember, the PDP tried something like that as within their party, but I mean, did it really work? We've seen Atiku trump that. The Atiku that's proposing it. We've seen him trump that even in the last election, which led to Peter Obi leaving the PDP.
Yeah, it was a battle that zone Nigeria to see geopolitical zone, but some regions do not believe in geopolitical. It's supposed to be when South is ruled, another rule is again. Make it between the Yoruba and the Hausa and the Salai Igbo, the 3 major tribes in Nigeria. As it not, will articles say that they have not benefited from the rulership of Nigeria? Is it not between at the Hausa and Yoruba. What is he talking about?
Well, but if he's but then give
now,
no, but
we have
hold
to
on,
Hausa.
hold on, Robert. If you give him the benefit of a doubt, if they're talking about rotational and they're talking about 6 geopolitical zones, then maybe the Southeast will get its turn. They will have to start from there because the Southeast has been getting the short end of the stick this whole time.
Miriam, honestly, what he's saying is supposed to be like that. But as Atiku, if Tinubu finish his tenure, maybe 8 years or whatever the case may be, and he hand over to Igbo people, with the Hausa people agree, will he, Atiku, say Tinubu did the right thing? How can he be making some kind of statement that is not practicable? He wants rotational. Has it not been rotation between the Hausa and the Yoruba people? Atiku should go and see that, Jare. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for calling, Robert. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Turn off your radio.
I'm sorry. So, Maryann.
Yes.
What I want to ask Atiku is,
Sorry,
in fact, this first caller.
Who is this and where are you calling from?
You don't know your husband for now.
No, you have to tell me who you are and where you're calling from. And where are you calling from? Welcome, my in-law.
So what I want to ask you, if Atiku won this that presidential election last election, would he be saying all this thing that he's saying?
Well, we can't know. We can't tell, really, can we?
What do you say?
Can we tell? We really can't tell, okay? So, but can we not look at the good in this? Or are we going to totally shut it down?
Yeah, what he's saying is because he lost that election. That's why the power has been enough.
Oh, Chinenwa, I'm so sorry. Do call me back if you can. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello?
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Miriam.
Yes.
This is Manuel from Nigeria.
All right, Emmanuel, go ahead, please.
Atiku should go and sit down. If Atiku won this election last year, you cannot come up with this kind of recommendation.
How do you know that? Are you in Atiku's mind?
We are all in this country now. How you getting me? You are in this country. Nobody should deceive anybody, I beg. If we belong to Igbo, let us give it to Igbo, and Igbo rule for 8 years. They conduct another. There's only a rotational president for Atiku. Since 2007, I think he's running for this president. He will give you, can you come down? And let him go and sit down. Let him go and sit down.
Okay. Y'all need to take it easy. Eze is calling us from Odugbolu. Hello, Eze.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon.
You see, this is the one of Odugbolu. May they know they provoke us, we the Easterners. Let them leave us the way we are. Because I know even if you reach Igbo Mountain, they will not allow him to go there.
How do you know this?
I'm telling you the fact.
Someone is advocating for something that will benefit you and you're shutting it down.
Listen now, the past election, what happened? Is Nigeria not voting? They don't know who they vote for to be their president.
But it wasn't a law. It wasn't a rule. It's just
the opposite is the thing they do. They didn't do the right thing. So even if we follow Atiku comments now, it won't work. When we reach our own turn, they will turn it against us. Say, after all, we have carried gun before, so we don't have right to come and be a president of Nigeria. So let's leave it the way we are. We are comfortable for where we are, please.
Okay.
They don't provoke us.
All right, Izzy, I wonder who we are, because there might be people who would be considering what Atiku is proposing, people from the South is. But, I mean, I'm just saying, when you're talking, speak for yourself, because there's several other people that might be looking at this as a welcome development. I don't know. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Michael.
Hello, Michael.
All right. You see, I give it to Atiku on this one. He has always been of the opinion that the Constitution needs to be reformed. If we listen during the last election, one of his this thing was that he was going to reform the Constitution. So for those who say if he had won. But you see, this is 6 years single term. I don't buy it. What we should be focusing on is to reform the election process. If we have a good election process, I don't care. Understand? If you do well your first 4 years, we can vote you in. It is because of this bad electoral system that we are talking of single year, 6 year term. We should focus. I'm even surprised that at this time we are not outraged that nothing is being done about this. Is this how we are going to do again 2027?
But doesn't it seem that we're not even interested in what's going to happen in 2027 because this is 20?
Say a question again. I didn't hear you.
Isn't it obvious that we're not even interested, or does it not seem that we're not even interested in what's going to happen in 2027? Because you're hearing people say, "I beg they should leave us. We know they will do it again." How do you know if you're not going to change things?
That's the danger, because we are not even talking about the process of the 2000, because it will come and go. Whether we want to be interested or not, they will still do the same thing. That's my fear now. That's even the bigger danger.
Well, you and I have the same concerns, because it's one thing for you to shut down everything else that someone throws up or proposes, and it's another thing for you to try to come up with something better to save what is left of our decency in what we call a democracy that's nascent. But no, we'd rather just fold our arms and say, that's what they always do. Concern you, but you're quick to complain. Come on, guys. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. I did lose that call. Please call me back if that was you. I can take some messages. Don't forget, you can join the conversation on WhatsApp and on our YouTube and Facebook Live. Go ahead and post your comments there, or on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM. Would like to hear from you. Let me go to WhatsApp first. Chigozie, all right, this one says, Atiku Abubakar is just too desperate to be president. No way. Can a country be disoriented? We have pressing issues, but your sole concern is changing the constitution for whose benefit? Definitely not the citizens. I think we need regional government. Olushogajai from Ikorodu, thank you for your message. I think I can read one or two before we go on this break. This one says, Atiku is just fighting for his personal interest, not what will benefit Nigeria, because rotational presidency is not the solution to our problem. Okay. This one says, if our pretense about having federalism must stop, the National Assembly lawmakers should have no reason to delay the facilitation of issues concerning local government autonomy, state, etc. as quickly as possible, as we have deceived ourselves with this, our so-called federalism, for too long. We actually are running a unitary system if you think of it. The call for rotational presidency is sensible, but not when you have pretension.
More talk, news and sports after this. 365 days of conflict. Hamas attack on Israel on October 7th killed 1,200. To date, Israel has killed over 14,000 children. These are not just numbers, they are lives forever changed. Join us for the first of our annual Borderlines Debate, a symposium on the Middle East crisis, Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. A forum where ambassadors, diplomats, and humanitarian voices will gather to debate the yesterday, today, and the way forward for Israel, Palestine, and the Middle East. Is there a pathway for peace? The Borderlines Debate, November 7th at 4 p.m. This is a chance to hear from both sides. Real stories, real stakes, real solutions. Don't miss the repeat broadcast on Friday, November 8th at 4 p.m. Borderlines Debate, Thursday, November 7th at 4 p.m. Only on Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Pain Relief Patch provides effective relief for stubborn pain such as back pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, and leg pain. Salon Pass is distributed by Drugstock and available in pharmacies and stores near you. Try Salon Pass today. Salon Pass, just patch it. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please consult your doctor.
Attention, all secondary schools, get ready to speak up, stand out, and make your voice heard. I beg to differ. Secondary School Debate Tournament Season 8 is here. If you have the passion, the skills, and the will to win, this is your moment. Auditions for this year's season ends Sunday, October 6th, 2024. Don't miss this chance to compete with the brightest minds in Lagos. How to enter? Visit www.nigeriainfo.fm. Click on the I Beg to Differ banner on the homepage. Choose only one out of 3 topics listed. Argue 2 minutes in favor of and 2 minutes against the topic you chose. Upload your 4 minutes recording in MP3 format. Fill in your other details details and submit. This is open to secondary school students between the ages of 13 and 16. Register now and prove that you have what it takes to be an I Beg to Differ champion. I Beg to Differ Debate Season 8. The Tournament of Champions.
Hi, I'm Natasha Kimani. I'm a governance and public policy expert and the host of Talk to Me Direct podcast. Talk to Me Direct is produced by Luminate. Luminate is a global foundation working to ensure that everyone, especially those underrepresented, have the information, rights, and power to influence decisions that affect their lives. In the next episode, I will speak with a change maker turned state official who is passionate about the role of technology in democracy, Nigeria's Honorable Minister of Communications, Dr. Bosun Tijani.
If we jump into the advanced conversation of governance without even understanding what we're governing, we're not going to be able to bring our perspectives to the table.
Like and subscribe to Talk to Me Direct wherever you get your podcasts.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Fact. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
And yes, we're back. We're still looking at the big three stories for today, the 3rd of October, 2027. And this is Hard Fact. These are the big three stories. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar is, pushing for a 6-year single tenure for presidency. And he's also pushing for some sorts of constitutional amendments that would cover rotational presidency. Is this somewhat going to solve the problems that we're facing as a country? Will this be the Uhuru of Nigeria's wahala when it comes to political crisis and leadership crisis? Will this put an end or bring us some sort of succor amidst the divisions that we have seen and witnessed in our polity? Is this what Nigeria needs at this point? I'd like to hear your thoughts. And also on local government autonomy, it looks like the state governors are foot dragging on this one. What could be responsible for it? Lawyers, CSOs are kicking against the fact that protesters, thousands of them, are languishing behind bars because, what's this scene? They were hungry. Although security agencies are saying these people plotted to overthrow Mr. President. Interesting. How do we get them out from under there or from out of, that prison? And most importantly, does this not make a mess or just ridicule what we call a democracy? The fact that the only tool that we have in our pockets, it's like, when they say the final trick of a magician, that's our final trick. The only thing that we can use as a tool in what we call a democracy today has been snatched from us, grabbed from us, and tossed behind bars. What does that say about where we're going as a country? 0201 277 0993 0201, I beg your pardon, 465 7190. And you can join the conversation on WhatsApp on 08095975805. We're live on YouTube, we're live on Facebook.com/Nigeria Info FM. You can send us a message on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM. I'm Maryann Okon. What's your name? Let's go. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. I'm so sorry about that. Do call me back if that was you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, good afternoon, Miriam.
Why are you calling the ladies' line? Are you a lady? It's a ladies' line. Oga is the ladies' line. You are calling the female line. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon, Mary.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Mr. Patrick calling for vote, Ojo.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I see one thing with Nigerians. Somebody has made a suggestion which will benefit everybody. You see, not everything will be, criticize everything. I think I made this preparation. Let us start what the Southeast people will be talking about. Let us start from the Southeast. That's the only thing. It will make Nigeria unique. That nobody should be struggling for. Just in that region, bring out one person that that's good. That's all. It's okay. Let us not stop criticizing everything. It's not good now. Can we be going like this? It's not good.
Okay.
So thank you.
Thank you very much for calling. But, can you blame people? If people don't trust the people who run the process and feel that every time these people come up with ideas, it's only for their personal benefit. Because, I asked a question on the 1st of October. Has there been any government since we became an independent republic that has made you as a person feel Nigerian, that has made you feel, have they made policies and programs that targeted you as a person and made you feel like you belonged? Or were those policies mostly for their benefit? And most of us were unable to answer those questions. And I still think that we have not really been able to address that issue. So can you blame people? Igwe Victor is calling us. Igwe Victor, how are you today?
Hello, Maryann
Pino Estate.
Welcome, my sister. I really missed your voice.
Thank you. I missed you too.
Yeah, welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the last caller was trying to throw his phantom on us, they say once bitten, twice shy. There's no amount of propaganda these people will come up with. I will ever believe them. If they are serious, the other time, I think last week, they came up with a bill for regional system of government. How did it end? The Speaker of the House of Representatives said if they will allow that bill to fly, it is an automatic surrender to Biafran state. So you look at people who do not reason the way people will benefit in generality of the whole thing. Then you want to force me to believe with Atiku Abubakar that if they go there, just like they said, the moment they start it, they will use it. When it gets to the Igbo turn, they will change to another system. What we practice is hypocrisy and the hypocrisy. There is no government and democracy we practice anywhere in Nigeria. Then on local government autonomy, you see they
have 10
using,
seconds.
Yes, they are using that ploy to make sure they monopolize everything and keep it to one party state. Thank you, my sister. God bless you. Welcome.
Thank you very much for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Fact. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you need to speak up, please.
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How is work?
Work is good. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is AB from Ikorodu, Abigail.
All right, go ahead, please.
You see, in this government now, protest now is becoming to overthrown government. So people now have not right to protest that this is wrong, this is right. I thought they say protest is our right, it's a right to protest. Now, because of this government now, who has no right again to go outside and protest what is wrong or what is right. I see it only this government. I thought this government, these people that call themselves government, there is time they protest. There's time Mr. Tinubu, Mr. President protest in this Lagos state or against good luck. That time it was not overthrown. Now it's now because of the turn now. Anybody that come out now to protest now is because they want to overthrow this government. God is watching them. Whatever they're doing, they will surely one day repeat in this country we are.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Abigail, for calling. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Peter for real.
Hey, Ziggy.
How you side now?
Ideo.
I need to gist you. Atiku, in my own opinion, seems to me a man who always come up with a lasting solution to Nigerian problem. This is my own opinion. I have followed him. I have listened to him. I have seen his policy documents in what he said he wants to use to govern Nigeria, according to him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that guy means well, honestly speaking.
Can I ask you something, Ziggy?
Yes, you can go ahead.
If he did mean well, and the PDP had somewhat of a template that they were following, and then all of a sudden he decided that he was going to throw his hat into the ring, even when the party had zoned, that particular primaries or election to a particular zone. If he meant well, would he not have stepped aside and let Peter Obi run for that office? I mean,
Right.
you know what led to Peter Obi leaving the PDP. So does he really necessarily mean well? Is he when somebody says you're a team player, it means that you do whatever is in the best interest of the whole team. Was he a team player? Will he ever be a team player?
Let me follow the question you asked from the fundamental. PDP set up a committee, a zoning committee, and Atiku said if it is microzone to the southeast, he's going to hands off and support whosoever. But Autumn in his committee and Uguay throw it open. That is why he contested.
And you think that they just woke up and threw it open? You want to play that game?
Listen, had it been, it was thrown, the microzone to the southeast, I believe that Atiku will step down because he's always a man of his words.
Okay, Ziggy, because of time, let me just remind you quickly. Just after the whole presidential court issues back and forth, Atiku put out a statement saying he will never stop running as long as he lives for president. Is that a person who wants to be a team player, who wants rotational presidency? If you want to keep running till you die.
Depending what his party come up with.
Okay.
Depending what they come up with. If the
Okay.
microzone, just as the microzone in 1999, when we have the Battle of Olus to the southwest.
All right.
Nobody contested it with them.
Okay.
So I think he has a good plan.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling, Ziggy. I have to let you go. Let me read some messages, then I'll come back to the phone lines. Someone here thinks that he can do my job very well. Atanda, maybe you should come and moderate the conversation. Do you think you're up to it? Or you just know how to, just post on Twitter or on YouTube? Anyway, someone here says, your message is so long. Okay, I think you've already called me. Jaja here says, on the Atiku Abubakar issue, is it better for Nigeria to accept that we are chronic ethnic bigots and finally go our separate ways so that every day, every region will have a president of their own region and from their own village? This one Nigeria deceit has prevented the people of Nigeria from making progress. This one here says, Lawrence Oshodo here says, I believe rotational presidency can solve some of our problems because other regions have produced a president and things are almost the same. Please, let's try the Eastern president and see the difference. Dewale from Shagamu here says, Atiku himself has been a major factor against the rotational presidency. If Atiku wants this, he would not allow Obi to, if he wanted this, I'm sure that's what you meant to type, he would not have allowed Obi to leave. Still looking for another backdoor to be president? Foul, he says. Someone here says, I agree with the former vice president. This will bring high competition amongst the zones. It will make a zone want to outshine another zone in terms of infrastructural development. This will be a bedrock for inclusiveness. This is from Innocent in Oshodi. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann Okon. Don't mind Atiku. Atiku is a greedy man and a child of two words. How dare you call him greedy? How do you know this? PDP wanted to give a ticket to President open floor last year, but Atiku's magomago ring in the party election for his favor. I'm sure you mean rigged the party elections for his favor. Were you there? PDP wanted to give it to Peter Obi. Okay. This one's from Ayo. Ayo says, this constitution is not working. Rotational presidency will complicate things more. It's not the same set of politicians. We need strong institutions. I agree with Atiku on this. Okay. This one says, since 1993, Tinubu has been clamoring for restructuring and devolution of power. Today, Tinubu is the president, and all his ideas have been thrown into the dustbin. Trust Nigerian politicians at your own peril. Jackson from Apapa. So are we going to bring Kuwait politicians, or are we going to bring them from Madagascar? Because when you say that, we should... God, I beg. Someone here says it was Atiku that frustrated Peter Obi out of the PDP. He knows he's politically dead, and that's why he's making a proposal. When you say someone's politically dead, how do you mean? And how did you politically kill him? because it's still relevant. If not, he would not be making news, right? Maybe we should use these words more carefully. Just a word of advice. Someone here says, Henry from Shomolu says, Alhaji Atiku's suggestion would be good if the first shots will start from the southeast. Okay. This one says, good afternoon, Maryann. To be honest with you, I'm not happy with your station. While saying Nigeria is not good and we're discussing the way forward, you suddenly disrupt the flow because you want to make money through adverts. I will tell management. We will make sure that management hears this. So you people don't want us to make money. I'm not understanding. How do you think that you listen to us? Do you think that we used to open the tap and pour water inside the generator? We buy fuel, we buy diesel. We have to keep the station alive and running, and it's the adverts. How do they pay me salary? It's the adverts. Yeah, just bear with us. God bless you, Larry. God bless you. This one's from Chooks in Ikorodu. He says, please, this line for special women. Maryann, this line special for women. Let men have their own. But the men have the other line. Now, what's wrong with you people? The small line that they've given to women, you want to come and struggle with us. Chooks, stop it. This one says 6 years single presidency term should start with the Southeast. Samson Abiola. Okay, Samson. This one says, good day, Maryann. Agreed with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. Agreed egocentrism, power tussle, and selfishness will never allow rotational presidency due to the crops. I'm telling you, the crop of politicians we have now. The 10th assembly is a rubber stamp assembly where they always succumb to the president's executive order and judiciary. Here they are bought over. It will take us some time to get to it or to get it right, but not this present players. Sammy Akanson, thank you. This one here says, good afternoon, Maryann. Tunde from Moe. I understand what you're telling Ziggy. PDP microzoned the presidential ticket to the southeast, but on the ground, Atiku went to influence the party leaders to now throw the race open to own him so that only him can run. I'm sure that's what you mean. Tunde from Alakbere, thank you. This one says, on the Atiku regional government suggestions, I don't think better government lies on regional government. Oh my God, I'm going to cut my tongue. Or rotational government. It's all about the individual. If the candidates all see themselves as Nigerians, I don't think we need a region, that the region will matter at all. Whoever from wherever governs will see everybody as one and will work towards a unitary development of all entities irrespective of the region. Atiku's idea is great, but should be irrelevant if Nigeria will work without tribalism. Prince from Aja, unfortunately, tribalism is deep-seated and it didn't start today. So if we must get rid of it, it's not going to go today either, unfortunately. I'm coming back to the phone lines. Join the conversation on Twitter. I'd like to hear from you. That's X, tweet, let's hear you. Also, you can join the conversation on our YouTube live. Post your comment on our live feed. I'd like to hear from you, okay? Go ahead. Facebook Live also, I'd like to hear from you. Go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook Live on all the stories that we're looking at today. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hi, Maryann.
Yes, Mrs. Aboli.
Ouch, that's hot. You said it's not going to go away, but that's just the truth. That's reality.
Well.
So let's paint a picture here. Maryann, if I come to you as my big aunt or my mom and I say I'm hungry, would you lock me behind bars?
No, I'll give you food now. Say, are you hungry, child? Come and eat.
Very good mother, as a sympathetic mother. So what I'm trying to say is that this you just said, people went out to protest for their fundamental human rights, just to say, okay, government, so listen to us, so this is what we are passing through. And then the next thing you can do is to lock them up. Till now, some are still there behind bars, begging for their life. In their own country, they are slaves in their own land. Can you see the mistrust between the government and the governed? There you go. And so somebody's talking about rotation of powers. Maryann, if only we can come together and be one for one, then even if it is a Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, man, we don't really care. But because they have ulterior motives, if you say shift power, rotate power, swing power, whatever power, Maryann, the same thing will happen. except the selfish interest. And that goal of only me is killed and dies to the root, and even born, will keep rotating in this vicious circle that we found ourselves.
All right. Okay.
God bless you, Maryann.
Thank you, Mr. Bully, for calling. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts. Oh, I'm so sorry. Please call me back if that was you. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, fine there.
Yeah.
How
Market
are
woman.
you,
I'm
my
fine. Thank
beautiful
you.
lady? God bless you for this good job.
God bless you too.
Nobody can do your job for you. You are very perfect in this work you are doing.
Thank you.
God bless you. You see this article. You know me well for us. It be like say Nigeria, they quick forget things. You know me well for us. If you me well, all the money we don't make for this country, you go know what you go use that for to do for not. Now hungry with the hungry so. And if we want to rotate power, we don't need all this kind of set of people again in this country. Because anything good will not come out from brotherhood. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Market Woman. Anything good will not come out from brotherhood. Hello. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Daniel from Lakey.
All right, Daniel, go ahead, please.
Yes, so I want to say that, for me, Nigeria, there's nothing in the way we're governing this country. What is happening now is, Atiku, whether to rotate or not rotate, the major problem, our law is okay, but our leaders, they are not implementing the law. They are abusing it. They are not doing it right. That's why we are suffering like this. But whether to rotate...
So what are we going to do about it? I mean, because it's like we all know the truth is out there. It's not that, we don't know what it is. So how do we make them do those things?
Of course. Let's at least, the laws are there. But they are abusing the law. They are not following the rules. The rules are good. All this problem now is because of bad leaders. They're bad leaders. Okay, if you say you want to rotate it now, okay, there is more division. To bring more division than unity. And they will say, this is my turn now. And everybody that comes in will build this region. Everybody will come before you know we are divided. That's my take.
Thank you very much for calling, Daniel. You make an interesting point. But then what do we do? Because if these guys are not doing what they're supposed to do, and the laws that they themselves make, they're breaking it. And they're doing it in the most dastardly way. And then the common person who's screaming blue murder is thrown behind bars because, you're trying to unsit us. Raprochuku is calling us. Hello, Raprochuku.
Hi, Maryann.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, I want to speak on this lawyer CS show,
Yeah.
Protesters. Well, in as much as I know, protest is a constitutional right of every citizen. Express their feeling, the way the situation or the government is going. I don't think it's right for this government to arrest these guys and put them in cell or prison, whatever. It's not the right thing to do. As much as I know democracy, this is not democracy. Democracy, I know, is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So, people don't have freedom of, expressing their feelings. And you say you are feeling their pain. You just want to silence everyone. It's not fair. You silence everybody.
Okay.
That is not the right thing to do. These people on the face of this government, they expressed some time ago, 2012, they do the same protest, and nobody put them in cells and prison. It's not the right thing. What are they trying them now for? What will they be trying them for?
Treason, FYI, treason.
It's unfair. Because
Okay.
they protested.
Okay, I've got to go.
This is just protest. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling. I've got to go, but before I do that, let me read some messages on Facebook. Bernard Ohi here says, Nigeria's problem is not a single term for president. What we need is the reformation of INEC. I heard somebody, I think it was the guys who went to the INEC office in Edo State. I think it was the PDP, if I'm not mistaken. And I heard someone boldly say, they should scrap INEC. It was ridiculous. But yeah, that's how they felt. Frederick Daniel here says on Facebook, as for Atiku, he has nothing to offer all. This is because he wants the rotation to be fast for his turn. And I believe when he got there, he will overturn that law and so he can stay in office beyond 6 years. And what is 6 years term going to do with good, what I'm sure you mean, what has it got to do with good governance? Thank you, Frederick. Patrick Obiazo here says, protest by Nigerians is criminalized under Wike's Abuja and elsewhere. But Wike's political supporters, both in APC and PDP, are freely protesting in Rivers State. What a country. Some animals are more equal than the others. Umang Robinson here on Facebook Live says, nothing can change for now. All right, well, I'm going to read a few more messages because of my time. I just have about 23 seconds. This one says, welcome back. Atiku put us where we are today by not allowing the presidency to go to the east. Don't trust him, Lara. Hi, Lara. This one says, I think we should just have a law banning politicians after 25 years in politics. Omenka, hey, who won't pass the law? The same politicians that are sitting on the floor of the National Assembly. Wake up, wake up. And Momo from Adamo here says, please, anyone above 60 years should sit down and think about his old age and not use self-centeredness to throw the country into economic turmoil as we're suffering too much. Momo, thank you. Well, Lagos, we're going to go on a break. When we come back, I'll be wrapping things up here on this side of the clock. On the other side, we will be going back to Rivers State. This time, we're going to be speaking to a Wike man. Yes, of course, a former special advisor on media to former Governor Wike. And they're going to tell us their side of the story. How about that? Stay tuned.
Exciting conversation.
Is it a problem when you can't stop yourself from checking the social media?
So let me drop it for a day and discover that you can actually drop it, no problem.
Yes.
Then you're not addicted. You just have this bad habit of always pressing your phone.
Do you know, even though I'm hungry, I'm begging to
99.3 Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
My darling, are you ready to go back to school?
Yes, Mommy. I have everything I need. All that's missing is my favorite food to drink, Capri Sun.
Oh, what? No Capri Sun? We have to fix that right away.
Yay! And Mommy, every carton of Capri Sun now comes with a wristband ruler for school.
A wristband ruler?
Get a wristband ruler in every carton of Capri Sun as you go back to school. Terms and conditions apply.
Capri Sun. The taste of fun.
It's Customer Service Week, and here at Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Kids FM, and Ariwa Radio, we want to appreciate our reputable clients for your constant and continuous patronage.
Flour Mills, Globacom, Cadbury, Unilever, Promasidor, International Breweries, PepsiCo Foods, PZ Cousins Limited, Sterling Bank, Pernod Ricard, Infinix, Bloom, House on the Rock, Owler Foods, Avon HMO, Leadway Assurance, InDrive, Bajaj, TGI Groups, Reliance HMO, ARM Pension, Hares Insurance, SBC, Hypo Home Care Products, Reckitt, UAC CAP, 9PSB, TOEFL, Mobile, Eco Revenue Summit, Bigger Paint, and many others. We want to thank you for your patronage and assure you of our continuous outstanding service delivery as always, and also offer you more packages to serve you better.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Journalism, bridging the gap between people and those in authority. With Hard Facts, you are sure to get only the facts.
Tune in to Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Welcome. I've got a minute and 35 seconds, so I can still take a call and read some messages, can I? Yes, I can. Jude Henry here says, what's up? I beg, it's not WhatsApp Lagos. He says, I totally agree with Atiku on this one. Big ups to him for this suggestion. But the implementation of the 6-year rotational presidential law should start with the Southeast because of the long time deprivation of the Igbo man from the Nigerian presidency seat. Henry, thank you for your message. I can take a quick call now. And then, of course, we're going for the news at the top of the hour. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yes.
Hello, sorry, that wasn't me. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann, good afternoon. This will be
You have 45 seconds. Go.
Fine there, no wahala. I want to ask you, Maryann, if they want to start this thing, when will they start it? Is it in 2027 or 2031? That is by the way.
It has to go through a process. It's part of a suggestion for constitutional amendment. Of course, it will take a process.
Please, help me tell politicians. When we were small, there's a hide and seek. The children used to say, "Yeah, Dad, you cannot see me. You cannot," and the father will be front. You can tell police that they cannot see us. Please extend that female line to Bobrisky, please. Thank you very much.
Is that supposed to be a joke? Because it wasn't funny. Who is that? Anyway, this one says Tinubu will be a live president like Paul Biya of Cameroon. Just wait and see. Tinubu will not leave. Well, he has to abide by the constitution. If someone didn't leave, he would not be president. So I mean, that's a non-starter. So Abdullahi, just forget about it. No, forget about it. Gotta go. The news comes at the top of the hour with Ivona Haifo. And on the other side, hopefully we can get Chris Itamunola, former special advisor to former Governor Wike on media, to join us as we continue to look at the crisis in Rivers. Stay with us. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I am Maryann Okon.
Get breaking news. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's